Hey you guys, it's your girl T, and I have a feel-good story that's coming from Pitiful Pennsylvania. So what's going on? Well, I was looking at another story. I ran across this story, and it's about a 4-year-old girl named Annabelle. And Annabelle decided at 3 o'clock in the morning to get up out her bed, unlock her door, and basically walk down the street, get on the bus to go find a SLUSHI. When I tell y'all, this little girl is just too dang on smart for her britches, and lucky for her, she ran across the right person, some evil kidnapping pedophile. Go ahead and check out this news clip, and I'm gonna come back with the rest of my commentary.
With a story of strangers who stepped in and stepped up when they saw something strange. This is surveillance video from a SEPTA bus overnight. The man you see isn't holding the door for another passenger. He's holding the door for a 4-year-old little girl. A 4-year-old who had big ideas about where she was going at 4 in the morning. Action News reporter John Rollins is live in Tacony with more on little Annabelle's big adventure. John.
Hi, Rick. Well, she walked about 4 blocks from her house. She crossed Torresdale Avenue. This could have been a nightmare, no doubt about it. But thankfully, because of an alert bus driver and the man who flagged down his bus, it was not.
My mind's wanting to go places that but it's hard not. What if?
Yeah, you'll drive yourself crazy like that.
You know,
all the what ifs, but
thank God for that bus driver. Thank God for the bus driver stopping.
And the people on the bus. And
2 very grateful parents coming to grips with their 4-year-old daughter's overnight adventure. 2:58 a.m. Driver Harlan Jenifer, behind the wheel of SEPTA's 56 bus, is flagged down. A man says there is a little girl out alone. Moments later, in a purple coat and snow boots, in pops a 38-inch tall strawberry blonde.
I was like, oh, got to be kidding me, you know, not this time of night, 3 o'clock in the morning, little girl. Like I said, she's a little small little thing, you know, and it kind of just shocked me.
As Jenifer calls authorities, passengers comfort the tiny visitor, who at this point sort of shrugs and tells them what her mission is at 3 a.m.
She had a mind set because I knew what she wanted, you know.
What did you want?
All I want is a SLUSHI. That's all she said.
Police arrived, but not before the youngest rider checked out the bus. Within an hour, Annabelle, that's her name, was home safe and sound with her shocked mom and dad. Today, they say they reconfigured their home's locks. As for SLUSHIs, Mom says they are a favorite for sweet, loving, and obviously independent Annabelle.
Mommy, can you take me along in my SLUSHI?
I will take you to my SLUSHI, but listen, promise me next time you'll wait for me, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mom, Jacqueline, says this will be Annabelle's first and last such solo travel. She repeatedly thanked all those who helped bring her home safely.
There's no words. He saved my daughter's life, you know, and I'll be forever grateful.
Well, that was Mom Jacqueline speaking of Harlan Jenifer's actions last night. Specifically, as we said, 2 very grateful parents in that household today. Live in Tacony, John Rollins, Channel 6.
All right, so you guys just watched the news clip, and like I said, when I first heard the story, when I first read the headline, my initial thought is her parents got to be crackheads. What were they doing? They just don't care about their child. But once I watched the news clip and I could see how emotionally grateful the mother and father were to have their child back safely, and then it made me realize, like, you know what, good, it's not that type of situation. And you know, a lot of people are saying, you know, how did this little girl get out? You know, who lets their child out? Who doesn't know where their child is at 3 o'clock in the morning? You guys need to realize that when kids are that young, they are so smart. And a lot of times as adults, we take for granted that kids are so smart. They watch everything that you do, from how you unlock the door to where you put your car keys, everything. And I remember when my youngest was like 2 years old, he got caught twice sneaking out the house. The first time he went out the front door and one of my neighbors found him. And then the second time, after we thought, okay, fine, we're gonna make sure that we keep the latch on the door and everything else. I had took a nap when he got out. The second time he decided to go out through the back. He was able to put the footstool to the balcony door and literally push it all the way back, and he ran out and he got found again. But at the end of the day, kids do get out, and it is scary, and it's like the worst feeling in the world, because you know, you think that your child is home and they're safe, and you know, we had laid down for a nap both times. I was asleep and he was asleep on his little mat on the floor. You know, we have been watching cartoons, and I wake up and he's gone. You know, so kids do that. You know, he's never done it at 3 o'clock in the morning, but he did in the afternoon. And thank God, just like in this story, with some good neighbors who found him and brought him back to my house. But it was some punk ass neighbors who called DSS on me. I'm like, who the hell called DSS? Like, all y'all know me, you know what I mean? So, I mean, it's all good. It all worked out fine. You know, he's 9 now, and you know, now we can can look back on that and laugh about when he snuck out the house twice, but back then it was like the most heart-wrenching thing, and I was just so upset. It was crazy. So I understand what these parents are going through, but I just hope, you know, they get those security, I hope they get, you know, some alarms on the door. One thing that helped me, if any of you guys are going through that with, you know, your 2, 3, 4-year-old sneaking out or, you know, leaving the house, an alarm on the door. So basically it's like some type of alarm system. You have one of the magnets on this side of the door that doesn't open, then you have the other magnet on the door part that opens, and then you have to flick the switch. And whenever somebody opens the door, as long as that switch is flicked, if somebody opens the door, a loud alarm goes off, and it's like and it goes off. It'll keep going off for like 10 minutes. You cannot sleep through the alarm. It's very, very loud and high pitched. Even my neighbors heard it because he tried it again and his little butt got caught. So it really did work, because after that he got so scared he never touched the door again. So that might be something that the parents or, you know, anybody out there going through it might want to install on their doors. When you have little kids, they definitely can get out. You know what I'm saying? You can just, like I said, you can fall asleep for a minute. You can, you know, be putting away laundry and they can sneak out the house. You know, but I'm just grateful that this little 4-year-old girl ran across a good man who basically, you know, flagged down the bus driver and asked the bus driver to call the police. And I see a lot of folks are giving the bus driver props, but I think that man, that good Samaritan, that black man who found this little girl, I don't know who he is. They haven't interviewed him, but he definitely deserves props because he's the one who told the bus driver. The bus driver is not really the hero. He was driving the bus. The hero is the person who found the little girl sitting at the bus stop waiting for the dang on bus. You know, so, and it's just funny watching on the tape how she's just so nonchalant. She's like, you know, shrugging her shoulders like, I'm just, you know, trying to get me a slushie. You know, so kids are just so much smarter than what we give them credit for. And, you know, I'm just glad that this story ended up to be a happy ending, and it's not one of those stories that I do so many times on this channel. It's a feel-good story, and I wanted to, you know, bring that to you guys. So anyways, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire story that's coming from PA. How do you feel about Annabelle getting out? Have you guys ever been in that situation where your kids have snuck out the house? I'm talking about little kids, not teenagers, but little kids sneaking out the house, or when you turn your back, you couldn't find your kid because they, you know, ran off somewhere. So let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. All right, deuces. Hey YouTube, it's your girl Lovely T, and you can show me some love by hitting that subscribe button, watching my previous videos, and following me on social media.